This guy again, even though he said he was done with WoW private servers. What an asshole. Yeah, more about this later in the video. This video is about a new Cataclysm project called Proudmoore. Just full disclosure, I'm not paid. However, a friend of mine, Sylar, is on the team. There are a lot of ex-Vitamin stuff there, so I would like to give them a little boost. And I would say let's dive right into the information. As I mentioned before, Proudmoore is a 4.3.4 Cataclysm project. It aims to have no queues, no pay to win. I know we heard this a million times. We will see what happens. Also, there won't be any other retail bloat here. Just smooth PvP, fully scripted PvE, and some modern quality of life features. Some of the core features are the following: Mythic Plus dungeons with time-based challenges and scaling affixes, solo queue arena plus Mist of Pandaria style arena teams, full cross-faction everything, group up, trade, raid, BGs, everything, full transmogification and racial trade swapping with zero limits. This is not put behind a paywall or anything like this. Everyone will have access to these features. The content will release in phases, starting with pre-raid 11 and then shortly after the launch, tier 11 will drop. Casual raid mode plus no raid finder, all friendly systems, account-wide vanity, dual spec at level 10, auto-learn spells. There are also catch-up mechanics and so-called weekend bonus XP events for experience, reputation and honor gain, and the usual anti-cheat system, you know. So, since I already mentioned the raids, the XP rate is toggable, 1x through 3x, reputation is 1x, honor is 1.25x, rare materials are 1.2x in heroics and raids. All other systems are at 1x, and there will be an even greater boost on weekends. This whole thing runs on the Twin-Star Cataclysm core, just so you know. On that note, many of these systems, same for the account management, is also from Twin-Star, but this is not Twin-Star or Whitemane, this is its own project. And then they also have a really nice website where there is a Q&A section. I will just give you a snapshot here, which I think is really important at first, but links will be of course in the description if you want to see more. So why Cataclysm? They say finest class design plus world revamp deserves a modern rerun. Also, as you may know, retail Cataclysm Classic is on the way out and mob will replace its place. There is a need for a fresh Cataclysm server. It's true Bliss like 4.3.4, but with some fixes of course, and newly added systems like I mentioned before. For example, the Mythic Plus system is really new. Their long-term plan is pretty much seasonal rotations, community events, balance tweaks, then optional experimental patches. We will see how this will work out, right? First they need to launch. The launch is aimed for Q2 this year. I would think maybe around June, July. We will see. I will also put the Discord in the description. You can join there and see what's going on. And then what about vibes, right? The main realm will stay. There won't be no forced resets. Then about the latency, when you're from the EU, expect 20 to 60 ms. NA is 70 to 130 ms. Of course, this all depends, right, where you are. SA is 90 to 160 ms. And you don't need a VPN if your region doesn't require it, right? So no worries there. On that note also, the server is hosted in Europe, OVH, so they have also a solid security foundation there, anti-DDoS and other things. So what about the client? Is there a launcher? You can pretty much use every 4.3.4 client, but just not the Kata Classic client, right? There won't be no unsigned exe launcher or any other sketchy patches of that nature. Mobile clients aren't officially supported. If you don't know where to get the client, when they approach launch, they will also provide their own client or a client they trust and know works fine. these were pretty much the most important bits. There's of course more, but I don't want to drag this video out for too long. I think a shorter video is better in that regard. Again, the links to the Discord and the website will be in the description and in the pinned comment. And if you have any questions, let me know. Maybe some of the Proudmoore team will also chime in the comment sections. Will also help boosting the algorithm, you know, more people will see it. On that note, if you want more people to see this video, feel free to like, share around, comment. You know the drill, right? So, about the personal stuff, I don't want to bore you with details, nor do I want to go too much into details since this is over a year ago now. Other stuff is even older now, and I don't want to cause any drama. It's just a lot of things bothered me, how certain projects were run, how people were treated. I already went into great detail about these issues, and also I was greatly taken advantage of and was fucked over multiple times. Of course, this is also my fault as well, but it really hurt and it still hurts. I left a lot on the table. I could have literally made a living from these videos, but I choose out of my inner compass morality not to do so and speak out against certain stuff, and it cost me greatly. Of course, I still have some of these feelings, but I also like World of Warcraft private server projects. I've worked on a couple, even though that ended not too well. I still have a lot of love there, and yeah, I don't know if I'm fully back, but hey, at least I want to give it another go, and I want to boost my friends here, so I think you guys might understand it or not. To be honest, if you don't, I don't care. I just said my piece here, and I wish them good luck, and I also wish other people good luck, even though they were complete assholes towards me, but it is what it is. Yeah. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and have a good one. I really mean it. Have a good day, just to spin this video or the ending to a more positive side there. Bye bye. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a nice day, guys. Stay safe out there. Vincent out. Bye bye.